Good afternoon. This is MetLoop meteorologist Nancy Koslick here with an update on today's forecast. We're continuing to track quite a mess as it makes its way into the southeast this afternoon. This is all centered around an area of low pressure that is currently tracking just out of Texas and will continue moving eastward over the next day or so. Of course, this low and its associated front are meeting up with that warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and really getting some of that firing up of the showers and thunderstorms. Now, right now is nothing compared to what it was a little bit earlier today. We saw some really strong storms making their way through eastern portions of Texas, and we do have the possibility of seeing some more severe weather for the rest of today as we continue to watch this progress through the southeast. Now, elsewhere, things are looking pretty okay for this afternoon. We've got some lake effect snow occurring up into the Great Lakes region, portions of Michigan, and the very northeastern portions of Wisconsin. Otherwise, everything is pretty quiet thanks to high pressure, and we are going to start seeing some more activity along the west coast, not necessarily for the rest of today, but especially heading into tomorrow, where we're going to start to see another storm system approach that area of the country. Now, as far as temperatures go out there, notice the very strong difference, especially into the southeast this afternoon. We've got those 40s back behind the front. We've even seen some snow up into portions of northern Texas and heading into Oklahoma as well. Back south of that front, though, we're still seeing those 60s and 70s, even close to 80 degrees in the panhandle of Florida. So this is where we get that heat going. We have that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and, of course, that approaching storm system. And all those ingredients come together to create the potential for severe weather for the rest of today. So as far as that severe weather goes, really what we're going to be looking for is right along the Gulf Coast from about eastern Louisiana all the way back into the panhandle of Florida. This is going to be our pretty good chance of seeing some of those isolated severe storms. Of course, everyone in the southeast going to get in on some of the activity, but to the north, we're looking at a little bit more in the way of showers rather than those severe storms that are going to be firing up down into the south. Here's a look ahead at what to expect for the rest of tonight, and notice we're going to start to see a little bit more of that activity, especially heading into very early tomorrow morning for the west coast. Again, this is because we're going to see that next storm system pushing its way toward the coast, really bringing in a lot of that rainfall and some pretty high winds as well. In fact, tomorrow we could be seeing those gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour for some of us. So please be very, very careful heading out tomorrow if you live in this area of the country. For the rest of tonight, we're also going to see a little bit of activity up into the northeast thanks to an area of low pressure that's going to be making it through that region. But as far as the main focus for the rest of tonight, that's going to remain down into the southeastern U.S., where we're going to continue to track that area of low pressure as it makes its way to the east. So as I was mentioning earlier, we are going to see the possibility of some of those very strong thunderstorms firing up by a little bit later on today. We do have that heat of the day going. We've got the Gulf moisture and this storm system all coming together to create the possibility of some very damaging winds within some of these thunderstorms, and we can't rule out tornadic activity as well. In fact, we've already had one in East Texas a little bit earlier on today. So please be very, very careful if you live in the southeast for the rest of today and heading into tonight. Of course, we will be here to monitor the situation, and we will be sending out your MetLoop alerts as they become necessary. As always, you can receive more of your weather information on our Facebook page as well as Twitter and metloop.com. Stay safe, thank you for watching, and have a great afternoon.